it every time I push a pen, but I do not push a pen. The pen and the my partners and my friends, the politicians that sponsor the prisons that they.
Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days.
Defense.
Push a pen, but I do not push a pen. The pen and the pen that imprison all my kids.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. MP out there with Curry. And it's Kuminga in at the 3. Again, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I'd have to say, Kevin, Victor Win.
Appreciate that we have someone that's focused on defense.
Keep the bag, King Walker.
On the floor for the Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with MP, and it's Kuminga in at the 3.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. What a game for him, and against their rivals no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
And here's Curry for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Brown, covered by Jackson Davis. Second chance effort. And it's Jokic missing. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Allen outside. Back to Curry. Pass to Allen. 6 on the shot clock.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with Allen, and it's Kuminga in at the small forward. Jokic, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers.
Oh!
Yes, sir. Amazing creativity on the fly from MP.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Brown. He's got 5.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Here's Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
And Murray getting it going on the inside that time. Around the trees, still scored.
And Allen with the slam.
And that is a vicious throwdown. Take it easy on the rim there, MP.
Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Back to Murray.
And, you know, they're going to extend the defense now here. 94 feet, the full court press in effect. They're looking to try to stir things up and make something happen.
On the floor for the Warriors. Inside, it's
yeah, because Chris isn't.
I'm more focused on the offensive end. We'll let the defense figure itself out. What makes the...
Yeah, yeah, it's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in.
So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different in so many ways. The players have gotten better, bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Wizards was terrific. He had an impressive number of points and a triple-double for all that effort. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. They double him with Green. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Teardrop shot. And the rejection by MP.
Nuggets ball.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Authors checked in. Tobias Harris has checked in for Golden State. Moses Moody comes in for Green. Here's Murray. 18 points for him. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And you know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't. And that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised. Nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. Jokic finds Murray. And the rejection by MP. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. A different look for Denver. Gibson's checked in. And Strus is subbed in for Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Strother, no good. Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Curry outside. Connects again.
So great to you. What do you love about Play Now Online?
I just like to compete, stuff like that. I like that you can't use the same team. You know how you.
And here's Murray. He's got 18. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
We've got Michael Porter. He's out there with Max Strus. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Wizards was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And here's MP from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And for Denver, they're shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. Here's Porter. Connects. The jumper drops. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Clean shot by Porter. He gets ahead of the coverage and doesn't hesitate at all.
Pass to Kuminga. MP outside.
Let's do it.
1:30 left here in the third quarter. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Amazing creativity on the fly from MP.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. The Nuggets shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Inside. Here's Porter.
Games before using a team, and I like playing against tough guys, honestly.
Denver is shooting a low 30% from the floor. So on the floor for Golden State, MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Moody, then it's Kuminga, and it's Harris in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Strother. He has 6. They kick it out to Murray. Clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Murray. He's got 18. No good from outside.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
And Allen gets it to go.
Yeah, good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
I really like this move going to the full court press because it puts some extra pressure on the offense.
Again, the miss by Murray.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Outside Curry. Left side Moody. Fires the 3. And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. And so it's MP making things happen for Golden State. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has... We'll go for a different look here. Gordon, he's checked in for Gibson. Porter Jr. comes in for Strus. Brown's checked in for Strother. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Shamet. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. MP comes in for Pachimski. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Jokic. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency and determination. No surprise to see them hit 61 total wins.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
They really...
Denver's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Allen.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Wiggins is out there with Harris. Then it's MP. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Council in at the shooting guard. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
You earned that one.
Yo, crazy game, MP. Man was blocking everything he had in sight, like it was personal or something. Salute.
Not even Shaq could dominate a game on offense like that. Visualize a win tonight, then go out and take it.